What's happening to all of our beloved listeners out there in Facebook land? um, not been on a while. Not made a video. I just don't like making videos, so I just don't unless I really there's something really special and um. But anyways, lots been happening. Yeah, I'm taking a little longer than what I normally do getting stuff out of here. Thankfully, all the customers that's brought me things have been fine with it. But Sarah had a fall last week. She's fine. She messed her ankle and her actually broke her left big toe. And so last week was a little crazy. I was down with my back last week. Couldn't even hardly get out of bed some days. But I tried. Anyways, to get up here and work on this stuff. But yeah, a lot going on. Trying to get moved. This is probably going to be the last video you see from this back bedroom. I've got the garage set up. I'm going to get it heat and cooled probably within the next few days. So everything will be out there now, and going to put a door entrance out there, and anytime somebody brings something, that's going to be the way to get in. Need a place to separate my work from our living area, and we're finally doing that. Just I put it off and put it off. Anybody knows me knows I don't like to spend money. I like money. If I got it, I want to keep it, but it just never happens anymore, seems like. I always got to spend it. But yeah, this is a D1. This is what I wanted to show you all. This is a D1 I've done quite a bit of work on the past few weeks. I made a post a few weeks back. I refretted all the way down to the 8th. It had pretty low frets, and they'd already been dressed, and the grooves were quite deep. And so talked to the customer and said, here's what it'll cost. He said, sure, go right ahead with it. Finished it up, but as we were finishing it up, I always do an inspection on them when I bring them in. I want to make sure that they leave here like they come, and that if there is something wrong with them, then that when they get here, I didn't do this by the way, but when they get here, there's issues. It's common. Bridges is cracked. I've got one over here. I'm about to put one on. Make for it. It's cracked all pieces. It's cracked between the bridge pin holes. It's cracked on the slot. It's busted all pieces. They do that with time. And well, I told him, I said, your bridge is cracked up pretty bad. It's all the way through. It gives. There's play in it. Just so you know, you may want to be thinking about replacing that in the next little while. And he said, well, would you want to do it? I said, sure. I thought, buy one that's already pre-made, heat this one off. I've replaced bridges before. It's not a big deal. No. It's not that way. I think the UPS man's outside, or somebody is. But anyways, this one's different. On these D1s, I got to doing some research because I thought, surely to goodness, this ain't a fluke by Martin, but it's not. They made these on purpose this way. There is a significant amount of space from the bridge pins to the saddle slot compared to a standard Martin saddle or bridge. And nowhere had a pre-made one that would match. And also, these are slotted. They've got ramps so that the brake angle will be right going into the saddle. So I thought about it a little bit, and I thought, well, I can make one. I know how. I've got the tools to do it. But that's something I've never offered. Well, I made one and got it done. While we were at it, I think for the first one I've ever made from scratch, from a blank, from a big piece of rectangular rosewood, I think it turned out really well. Looks good. Everything matches the way it should. I don't know why these bridge pins look a little off, because it lined up perfect. So yeah, while we were at it, I went ahead and made him a new bone saddle, just because I wanted to thank him a little bit for being patient with me. Like I say, we've had a lot going on this past couple weeks. But the main thing is, this thing is just killer. I mean, one of the best mahogany guitars I've ever, I don't know, it looks solid wood. I think it is solid wood. It's got it. I mean, listen to this thing. Just power on top of power. Intonation's good. I'm rusty. Strings are still sailing, so they're stretching a little bit. But yeah, I think it turned out really well. I'm happy with it. It looks nice. It feels nice. It's solid. I even went through, and I wasn't going to do it. I thought, is there any point? Yeah, there's a point. That brake angle I didn't like. Coming out of this, there was just such a steep, well, it actually just laid down so far. I just didn't like it. So I went ahead and I copied these slots, and I ramped I don't know if you see it, ramped them up. Plays good, set up really well. It's 3/32 of an inch. Some people like them that way, some don't. To each their own. That's a standard setup. And if he wants it any lower, I'll set it up every how he wants it to be done when he comes picks it up. But great little guitar, man. I've played some really, really old D18s. It's nowhere close to this thing. Got it. So, need any work done? I've got a lot of projects I'm hoping to finish up here in the next week. Got more coming. It's just thankful I'm busy. Need any work done? Give me a message. Shoot me a message on Facebook. If you got my number, I'll be glad to give it to you. If you don't, just shoot me a text. But yeah, we're over here still trying to knock out work. And hopefully everybody will stay well. Nobody else will fall, as we've had the past week. God bless you. Take care of yourself. If you need anything, just give me a shout. See ya.